Something massive just happened. Something that flipped someone's entire world upside down. And it came straight from your mouth. You, the chosen one, with a power that surpasses mere words. Your truth, undeniable, unshakable, has altered the very fabric of someone's reality, leaving them in a state of awe and confusion. You didn't just speak. You ignited a transformation, a shift that they never saw coming. It wasn't just a simple conversation, nor was it just a casual exchange. Your truth hit them like an arrow falling from the heavens, striking their chest and cracking open the doors to an entirely new reality. The chosen ones carry a gift so potent that when their words are spoken, the universe responds. What you speak has a weight that cannot be ignored, a weight that transcends time and space. Your truth doesn't just make people think, it forces them to change. And it's this very power that sets you apart from the crowd. While others speak, your words carry a vibration that resonates deep within, stirring souls and shifting lives. You have the ability to speak life into a person's existence, or in some cases to shatter the illusions they've held onto for far too long. The truth you carry is not just powerful, it's divinely placed, entrusted to you for the purpose of transformation and awakening. This is the weight of the calling you've accepted, whether you knew it or not. Your words, chosen ones, are meant to break the chains, to expose the falsehoods, and to realign the world with its true purpose. Now let's walk through the moment when your truth made that indelible mark on someone's life. Picture this. Someone is walking down the street enjoying a nice day. The sun is shining, birds are chirping, and everything seems perfectly normal. They're lost in their thoughts, perhaps thinking about their plans for the day or the tasks they've yet to complete. They're in their own little world, going about their life in the way they've always known. It's a simple existence, and yet it's about to be turned upside down. Out of nowhere, like an arrow falling from the heavens, your words strike them. It wasn't something they were expecting, and they had no defense prepared for the truth that was about to hit them. Perhaps it was something you said weeks, months, or even years ago, but now in this very moment that truth lands with an impact so profound, so undeniable that it completely redefines their understanding of reality. In that instant, their entire worldview is shattered. It's as though a veil has been lifted and they suddenly see things for what they truly are. The colours around them seem wrong, distorted, even the shapes seem to not fit the way they once did. They stand there confused, struggling to make sense of what just happened. Everything they knew, everything they believed suddenly seems irrelevant. Their once normal life has been turned upside down and they are left trying to piece together the fragments of a reality that no longer makes sense. But here's the most incredible part. It was your words that caused all of this. It was your truth spoken from a place deep within you that cracked open their consciousness and exposed them to a world they hadn't known existed. It's not just that your truth made them uncomfortable, it literally changed the way they see the world. They're no longer able to walk through life in the same way. Everything has shifted, and it's all because of you. This is the impact that chosen ones carry. You have the ability to bring people to the edge of their own reality, to push them beyond the limits of their understanding, and to awaken them to a new, often unsettling truth. For many, this kind of shift is a painful one. It's a moment of deep internal struggle, a time when the individual must reconcile the falsehoods they've clung to with the reality that you just laid bare. But this moment is also one of the most powerful gifts you can give them, the chance to wake up and see the world as it truly is, not as they've been conditioned to believe. What happens next is where things get even more fascinating. When your truth lands, something inside them cracks open and a flood of realizations rushes in. Imagine sacred geometry, universal symbols, and deep ancient knowledge flooding their consciousness. It's like they've been plugged into the cosmic web, and suddenly everything begins to make sense. Math equations they never understood before are now clear, and mysteries that once seemed impossible to comprehend suddenly fall into place. This is not just a mental shift, it's a spiritual awakening, a moment when the individual taps into a deeper understanding of the universe and their place within it. And yet, as they come back to their normal awareness, everything looks different. The familiar streets they've walked down countless times now seem foreign. The people they've known for years now appear different, as if they're seeing them for the first time. Their whole reality has been upended, and they're left standing in a world that no longer feels the same. This chosen one's is the true power of your words. While others may speak casually, your words carry the weight of divine truth. They shift realities. They crack open the hearts and minds of those who hear them, forcing them to confront what they've been avoiding. Your words don't just ruffle feathers, they shake the very foundations of the life someone has built. But here's the thing, not everyone will embrace the truth you bring. Some will push back, some will try to ignore it, and others might even lash out. It's important to remember that this is not a reflection of your failure. It's a testament to the depth of the truth you carry. Sometimes the truth is uncomfortable. Sometimes it's downright painful. But that discomfort is exactly what needs to happen for true transformation to take place. You were never meant to fit into the world's expectations. Your purpose is far greater than just blending in. You were chosen to speak truths that shake the world, to hold up mirrors that expose the falsehoods hiding in plain sight. And while it might be hard to see the impact you're having in real time, know this. Every time you speak your truth, you're planting seeds of change. You're shifting the very fabric of someone's existence, helping them to break free from the illusions that have held them captive. In the aftermath of that truth, the world may seem a little chaotic. People may be angry, confused, or even resentful. But in that turmoil, the seeds of awakening are being sown. The change has begun and it can't be undone. The impact of your words is now rippling through the universe, shifting the hearts and minds of all those it touches. The truth once spoken cannot be retracted. It will echo in the hearts of those who hear it, and it will continue to transform their reality even when they aren't aware of it. This chosen one's is your calling. You're not just speaking to individuals, you're speaking to the very fabric of reality itself. And every time you speak, you're shifting the world. You may not always see the immediate results, but trust that your truth is making an impact. It's shattering illusions, it's awakening souls, and it's leading to a transformation that has the power to change the course of history itself. When those words came out of your mouth, worlds shattered, reality shifted, and illusions crumbled into dust. This is the unique power that you as the chosen one carry within you. It is not just a power to speak, it is a divine force that flows through your words. When you speak your truth, something deep within the very fabric of the universe responds. It bends, shifts, and aligns with the power of your authenticity. And the change doesn't just affect the person you're speaking to, it echoes through time, through spaces, and through the lives of everyone they encounter. Your truth is a force that cannot be ignored. It is a light that cuts through darkness, a weapon that dismantles lies, and a key that unlocks doors to new realities. But this power is not just for show, it is a gift that must be wielded with intention and grace. The impact of your truth is far-reaching, and it can change the course of not only the individual in front of you, but entire generations. When you speak, you don't just convey information, you ignite transformation. The energy of your words has the potential to send shockwaves through people's minds and hearts, flipping the world they know upside down, just as it did for the person you spoke to earlier. It's a subtle force, yet it holds the strength to dismantle systems, expose falsehoods, and lead the way to liberation. As a chosen one, you may never know the full extent of the impact your words have. In some cases, the changes are immediate. In others, the shifts may take time to manifest. But rest assured that the seeds of transformation you plant with your words will always grow, even if it's not immediately clear how. And while the world may not always understand your role or appreciate the truth you carry, know that you are fulfilling a divine purpose, one that is far greater than what meets the eye. It's important to acknowledge, however, that not everyone will appreciate your truth at first. In fact, many will resist it. This resistance is natural because the truth you speak doesn't just make people uncomfortable. It challenges the very foundation of their beliefs, their identity, and their view of the world. When you speak the truth, especially a truth that people have been hiding from or avoiding, it exposes their vulnerabilities and forces them to confront the things they've been suppressing. And that can be a deeply unsettling experience for anyone. Some may try to push back against you. They may become defensive, angry, or confused. They may blame you for the discomfort that arises when you expose the truth. They might even try to twist your words or turn the situation around to make you the villain in their story. But let me remind you of something crucial. This resistance is not a reflection of your failure. It is a testament to the power of the truth you carry. Your truth has the ability to shake people's foundations because it forces them to face things they'd rather leave untouched. It doesn't always feel good, but it's necessary. It is the kind of truth that doesn't allow for complacency. It doesn't coddle. It doesn't fit neatly into the narrative that people are used to. It disrupts, it awakens, and it leads to growth. And growth, as you know, isn't always comfortable. So when you face resistance, don't take it personally. It's not about you. It's about the truth you carry and the discomfort that comes when people are forced to see things they'd rather avoid. The resistance is a natural reaction to a force much greater than the individual, and that's why it can feel so intense. But don't shy away from it. The discomfort is a sign that transformation is happening, and it's important to remember that you were chosen to bear this truth not because it's easy, but because it's necessary. The truth you carry is not meant to be whispered softly or hidden in shadows. It's meant to be spoken boldly with the authority of someone who knows their purpose, because it holds the power to break chains, shatter illusions, and awaken the world around you. In fact, your role in this world is not just to speak the truth to others, it's to hold up a mirror to those around you. This is where the mirror effect comes into play. You are the mirror holder. You hold the mirror up for others to see themselves clearly, even if they've been living in a distorted reality for so long that they no longer recognize their reflection. And this is no small task. Think of the metaphor of the frog and the lion. For so long, people around you may have believed in an illusion. They've been clapping and cheering for someone who pretended to be something they weren't, someone who wore a mask and convinced others to bow down before them. They've been living in a world where the frog believes it's a lion, and everyone around it is too afraid or too blinded to see the truth. But you've come into their world and you've held up the mirror. When they look into that mirror, expecting to see the majestic lion they've been taught to admire, they see something entirely different, a frog. And in that moment, their entire world crumbles. The illusion they've been living under falls apart, and they are left standing in the raw truth of what they truly are. You didn't make them that way, and you didn't create the illusion. All you did was hold up the mirror so they could see it for themselves. This is where your power lies, chosen one. You are the one who exposes the truth, the one who breaks the illusions and sets people free from the false identities they've been living under. You don't need to force people to change. You don't need to convince them with logic or reason. All you need to do is speak your truth and hold up the mirror. The truth will do the rest. When you show someone the truth, it's up to them whether they choose to accept it or not. Some may reject it. Some may fight it. But the truth doesn't need anyone's approval. It will stand on its own. And those who are ready to see it will do so. Those who are prepared to change will take the steps necessary to transform their lives. But it's not your job to control the outcome. It's your job to speak the truth, to be the mirror holder, and to allow the truth to work its magic. As the mirror holder, you will see the impact of your truth unfold in many ways. You may not always see immediate results, and sometimes the effects may take time to manifest. But know that every time you speak your truth, you're planting seeds of change. Those seeds will grow, and over time they will lead to transformation. The more you embrace your role as the mirror holder, the more you will see how others begin to change. They will start to see through the illusions that have been clouding their vision. They will begin to question the lies they've been told and the false identities they've been living under, and they will start to walk in the truth just as you have. But remember, this isn't about perfection. This isn't about being flawless or having all the answers. It's about authenticity. It's about standing in your truth even when it's uncomfortable, even when it makes people mad, and even when it feels like the world is resisting you. The more you stand firm in your authenticity, the more you will inspire others to do the same. You're a living example of what it means to walk in truth, and that in itself is one of the most powerful gifts you can give to the world. So continue to hold up the mirror. Continue to speak your truth. Continue to shake up the illusions and set people free from the false realities they've been living in. You are the chosen one for this mission, and you have everything you need to fulfill it. Your words carry weight. Your truth is powerful, and when you speak, reality shifts. Never forget the role you play in the grand design. You're a force of divine transformation, and nothing can stop the ripple effect that your truth is creating. The truth once revealed has a power that can shatter even the most carefully constructed facades. As the mirror holder, you've done what few have the courage or strength to do. You've exposed the illusion. That frog masquerading as a lion is now laid bare, stripped of the grandeur it once claimed. The costume is gone, the roar is silent, and the truth is undeniable. What was once cloaked in pride and arrogance is now revealed for what it truly is: weak, powerless, and false. In that moment, everything changes. The illusion that this person had carefully curated to maintain control and dominance over others collapses. The world they built around their false identity crumbles, leaving nothing but the raw reality of who they truly are. And it is this exposure, this revelation of truth, that sends ripples through the lives of everyone who's been affected by the lie. The impact is immediate and profound. Those who once followed this false authority, those who feared it or respected it, now find themselves questioning everything they believed. They begin to wonder how they could have been so blind, how they could have been manipulated into believing the illusion. They see the truth for the first time, and it's like a fog lifting from their eyes. The scales fall away, and they are forced to confront the reality they had been avoiding for so long. And it's not just the one person who wore the lion's costume who feels the weight of this revelation. No, the entire system, the entire network of people who enabled the lie starts to unravel as well. Those who are complicit in maintaining the illusion now find themselves questioning their own actions. They wonder why they didn't see it before. They begin to look at their own behavior, and suddenly the roles they played in supporting this false narrative are exposed for all to see. The fallout from this truth-telling is far-reaching. It spreads like wildfire, consuming everything in its path. When the illusion is shattered, everything that was once based on it, relationships, power, dynamics, authority, begins to disintegrate. The once strong foundation of lies becomes nothing more than dust, and with it comes the realization that everything they thought was true is now up for scrutiny. It's not just the illusion of the frog-turned-lion that's been exposed. It's the entire system of manipulation and control that surrounded it. And this exposure, this unveiling of truth, doesn't come without consequences. For those who'd been living under the influence of this illusion, the fallout is not easy to bear. Many of them will feel betrayed. They will feel angry, confused, and deeply unsettled. How could they have been so blind? How could they have trusted someone who was nothing more than a fraud? The truth cuts deep, and in its wake, people are left questioning everything about their past decisions. They question their loyalty, their judgments, and their entire worldview. The spell has been broken, and there's no going back to the comfort of the lie. But the Chosen One's role in this disruption is not to revel in the chaos, nor is it to enjoy watching the illusion collapse. Your role, Chosen One, was always to reveal what has been hidden in plain sight. The lie was never meant to last forever. The truth you carry is a light that exposes the darkness, and that light had to shine in this moment. You were chosen to hold the mirror up to the lies, and to allow others to see the truth for what it truly is. You didn't force this revelation to happen. You simply spoke your truth and allowed the universe to do the rest. The consequences of truth-telling are not always immediate, but they are always far-reaching. What you said didn't just affect the person you were speaking to. It didn't just shake the individual who had built their life on a lie. No, your words had a ripple effect that reached far beyond their grasp. When you speak truth, it doesn't just settle in the hearts of those directly involved, it spreads. It touches lives you may never even know about. It sets off a chain reaction that cannot be undone. As the Chosen One, your words are like seeds planted in fertile soil. And while it may not always be clear where those seeds will land, you can be sure they're taking root. People are waking up. They're seeing the truth for the first time, and in doing so they are questioning everything they once held dear. The chains that once bound them are being broken, and they are beginning to walk in a new direction, one that is aligned with truth, authenticity, and divine purpose. This is the power of the truth you carry, Chosen One. It doesn't just affect the people around you in small ways. It has the power to transform entire systems, to disrupt entire networks of falsehoods, and to shift the very fabric of reality. When you speak your truth, you're not just making a statement. You're creating a wave of change that will ripple through the lives of everyone who comes into contact with it. And the beauty of it all is that this ripple effect doesn't stop with just one person. It continues to spread. It continues to awaken. As more and more people are exposed to the truth, they begin to question their own beliefs, their own actions, and their own roles in the grand narrative. And in doing so, they too begin to speak their own truths. They begin to awaken to their own power, and the collective shift begins to gain momentum. What you have started, Chosen One, cannot be undone. The truth has been spoken, and it is now living and breathing in the world around you. People are waking up, and they are not just waking up to the truth of who the frog-turned lion really is. They're waking up to the truth of who they are. They're seeing themselves clearly for the first time, and they are stepping into their own divine purpose. This is the power of your truth. It doesn't just expose the falsehoods of others, it exposes the truth within each person it touches. It awakens the dormant potential within them, and it inspires them to rise to their highest calling. But the fallout is not always easy to navigate. People may resist this awakening. They may fight it, they may get angry, or they may even try to return to the comfort of the illusion. But remember, Chosen One, your role is not to control how others respond. Your role is to speak the truth, to live authentically, and to hold the mirror up for others to see. How they choose to respond is up to them. But the truth you've spoken will continue to reverberate regardless of their resistance. This is the power of the Chosen One, to speak the truth, to expose the lies, and to awaken the world to its true potential. You didn't just break the illusion for one person. You broke it for everyone who's been living in the dark, everyone who's been deceived by the lies of the frog-turned lion. And as they begin to see the truth, they will find their own path to freedom. They will walk in their own authenticity, and they will speak their own truth. The ripple effect continues, and the world is forever changed because of it. You were never meant to walk this path by accident, nor were you chosen by chance. That truth, that powerful revelation, was planted inside you by a higher power for a reason. You didn't stumble upon it, nor was it a coincidence that you carry the weight of it in your heart. This truth was placed inside you long before you ever spoke it aloud, long before you became aware of the full magnitude of your calling. You were sent here to reveal it, to speak it, to awaken those who are ready to hear it. This divine assignment was yours before you even knew you were ready, and now the time has come for you to fulfill it. Every word that you speak, every truth that you reveal is part of a much larger purpose. You are the vessel through which divine wisdom flows. Your words are not your own. They're a reflection of the higher guidance that moves through you. When you speak not just to individuals, but to the very fabric of existence itself. You shift energies, you break chains, and you awaken souls, because that is the purpose you were always meant to fulfill. In the vastness of the universe, there are many paths, many missions, but yours is one that carries a unique and profound significance. You were chosen because of the strength you possess, the clarity you bring, and the depth of your truth. You are the instrument through which the divine is making itself known in this world, and every time you speak that truth, you're fulfilling the very reason you were placed here. Your voice, your authenticity, your unwavering courage, these are the gifts you have been entrusted with. And when you speak, you're not just speaking to change someone's mind or alter their perspective. You're speaking to change their very reality, to shift their consciousness and guide them toward the light. It's easy to get lost in the day-to-day challenges of this mission. The resistance you face, the doubts that sometimes creep into your mind, the misunderstandings from others, these are all part of the journey. But it's important to remember that the truth you carry is divine in nature. You are chosen not because you are the most prepared, not because you are perfect, but because you are the right vessel for this task. You have the heart, the courage, and the authenticity that are necessary for the mission ahead. As you reflect on this journey, think about the countless times you've stood firm in your truth even when it wasn't easy. Think about those moments when the world around you tried to silence you, tried to make you doubt yourself, tried to convince you that your voice didn't matter. Despite all of that, you stood strong. You kept speaking your truth, and now the fruits of that decision are beginning to unfold before your very eyes. The seeds you planted in moments of discomfort when you felt vulnerable and exposed are now beginning to bloom. The reality you've been working to create with every word you've spoken and every action you've taken is now taking shape. Even when it felt like you were alone, even when you had to walk through fire, you didn't back down. You didn't compromise your integrity. You didn't bend your truth to fit into someone else's narrative. You remained steadfast even when the path was unclear, even when the road seemed impossible. And because of your unwavering commitment to authenticity, you're now stepping into a new phase of your journey, a phase where the impact of your truth is undeniable. The journey you've been on is not just about revealing the truth to others, it's about revealing the truth to yourself. Every step you've taken, every truth you've spoken has helped you become the person you were always meant to be. You're walking in alignment with your divine purpose, and each moment of discomfort, each moment of resistance has been part of the process that has shaped you into the powerful being you are today. Behind the scenes, divine forces have been supporting you every step of the way. You may not always see them, but they are there, guiding you, helping you navigate the challenges you face, and ensuring that you stay aligned with your purpose. Every obstacle you've overcome, every setback you've faced, has been part of the divine plan to prepare you for this moment. You are never meant to go through this journey alone. Heaven has been working on your behalf, moving mountains, shifting energies, and clearing the path ahead of you. You are chosen because you have the strength to bear this truth, but you are also chosen because divine forces have been working behind the scenes to ensure that your mission is fulfilled. When you felt like giving up, when the weight of the truth became too heavy to bear, it was these divine forces that lifted you up and reminded you of who you are. They helped you see the bigger picture even when you couldn't see beyond the moment. They helped you keep going when it seemed like the world was closing in on you. And now, as you look back on the journey, you can see the threads of divine intervention that have woven through your life. The doors that opened when they seemed locked. The people who showed up at the right moment, the whispers of guidance that led you down the right path. All of these were the unseen hands of divine support guiding you toward your ultimate purpose. Now that the illusion has been shattered and the truth has been spoken, the power of continued authenticity is what will carry you forward. This is where your true power lies. As you continue to walk in your truth, as you continue to shine your light, you will keep shaking rooms, shifting realities, and revealing the lies hiding in plain sight. Your authenticity is the key to your power. It's the weapon you carry, the force that drives you. And as you continue to walk this path, you will see just how far-reaching your impact truly is. You're not just speaking for yourself, you're speaking for everyone who has ever been silenced, everyone who has ever been held back by the chains of illusion. The more you walk in your truth, the more the world around you will begin to transform. People will notice your authenticity. They will be drawn to your light, your strength, your unwavering commitment to being true to yourself. And in turn, they will begin to question their own beliefs, their own identities, and the illusions they've been living under. Your truth will inspire others to stand in their own, to speak up, to rise above the lies that have held them back. The ripple effect of your authenticity will continue to spread, touching the lives of those who are ready to hear it, and transforming everything in its path. And the beauty of it all is that this transformation isn't just happening in the lives of those you directly impact. It's happening in the collective consciousness. Your words, your actions, your authenticity are a catalyst for mass awakening. What you've started cannot be stopped. It's like a wave that can no longer be contained. It's spreading far beyond what you can see, reaching people you may never meet, and inspiring change in ways you can't fully comprehend. As you continue on this journey, don't be discouraged by the resistance you may face. There will be moments when people try to pull you back, when they try to convince you to play small to hide your truth. But you've come too far. You've paid too much. You've sacrificed too much to go back to who you were before. The old you died so the new you could live. The lies that held you back, the illusions that kept you small, no longer have a hold on you. You're walking in your divine purpose now, and nothing can stop you. The power of continued authenticity is the key to everything that's coming next. As you keep speaking your truth, as you keep walking in alignment with your higher purpose, the world will continue to shift. The illusions will continue to crumble. The lies will continue to be exposed. And you chosen one will continue to lead the way. You are called to transform, to expose the lies, and to lead others into the light. Keep being you. Keep speaking truth. The world needs it now more than ever. You're here for a reason. Your authenticity is your greatest weapon, your greatest gift. And as you continue to walk this path, you will see the full extent of your impact. You will see how your truth is not just changing lives, it's changing the course of history. So keep moving forward. Keep shining your light. The world is ready for it.